So the first thing for wrist care, what you want to do is this. I found is really good. It's just a like a lacrosse ball, but I got it from Strength and You, and they don't pay me or send me any free products. This is what I bought myself. I paid my own money. So just get the ball into this area of your palm, and if you've got forearm pain or wrist pain, this can really help. So I can just feel in here, this particular point. So right about here, it's very tight for me. So depending on if you use a computer, mouse, keyboard, or a video game controller, PlayStation, or if you're doing a lot of work on the chin-up bar or deadlifts, squats, bench press, this can really loosen up the wrist and give you a lot more range in your wrist. Great for handstands, or great for powerlifting, or Olympic lifting as well. So you just really get into those muscles there. Another thing you can do is a wrist warm up. I learned from my handstand coaching, which is I learned from Power and Posture. So I definitely can tell you I've learned a lot from doing my study with them. And you just want to do like a calf raise, and you want to get as high as you can and as low as you can, and as high as you can and as low as you can. So all the way down to the ground as high as you can. So it's not just about moving your body and using your back, you're actually doing like a calf raise but with your wrist. So you're using your forearm. So this should get a burn. So put the timer on for a minute and do a strict minute like this. Once you've done a full minute of this, then you can actually, your wrists are warm, so the synovial fluid is starting to flow through, and then you can actually start leaning in, doing a little bit of movement around on your wrists here as well. And then you can see that, you know, my wrists are already a bit more mobile because I've loosened up all the tight muscles in my fingers, in my hand. My forearm's getting better. So then you can also go ahead, initially you may not be able to do this, but you can also do the reverse. So you want to keep your elbows not completely hyperextended, you just want them nicely straight. And I can feel a nice stretch on the other side of my forearms. And that feels good. I've seen people do push-ups like this, but that's not something I really want to do, but it can be strengthening if you do it correctly and over time. But yeah, just be careful, check your own limits of your body. That just feels really good for me. Another thing you can do is, I find a hammer is too light. So if you have a mallet, or I also use the vacuum cleaner head, and you just hold wherever is comfortable for you. Keep your hand at your side, so you don't want to sort of exert yourself in an incorrect position. So go 90 degrees, and then you want to just move the weighted end, get a good stretch, come back, get a good stretch, and come back, and keep control. It's not about, oh, let's quickly just wrap out 20 reps. You want to do it nice and controlled, get a good grip on the handle, and do that both sides. I prefer, you can get a nice long dowel. That is much better, because then you can actually use, there's lots of videos on YouTube teaching that. But this is really, really good to get some movement, because we don't normally move a lot. We just go to the gym, we do weights like this, we do weights like that, and then that's it. Whereas now you're getting some movement in. So handstands taught me a lot of this. So obviously do that for both hands. And then hang off a chin-up bar. So do a nice hang off a chin-up bar. Keep your knuckles, when you're hanging, flat like that. So avoid sort of just gripping like that and opening your thumb. Try and get a good grip on the bar when you're hanging in the chin-up position. Practice doing just a dead hang. So you're just hanging your dead weight through the bar. If you are hypermobile, you want to practice an active hang. If you don't know what that is, comment and I'll help you. I'll make another video on what that is, or get a coach. Like I said, definitely there's a lot more to learn by getting a coach. Also, if you are using the powerlifting bars, so this can also lead to pain. So I'll just demonstrate, just pretend this is a powerlifting bar and you've got the bar on your back. And what you want to do is try and have your hands like this position. As opposed to this can cause a lot of pain in the wrist. You want to try and have your hand in this position, like that, or like even like this. So you're not even actually completely gripping the bar. It's just giving you some pressure to keep the bar in the right place on your back if you are doing back squats. So I found a lot of wrist and elbow pain, and then I would try and tape up my wrists with wrist tape or wrist wraps, and then I would put elbow wraps on, and then the only thing that's going through all the pressure is your shoulder. So you either get shoulder pain, elbow pain, or wrist pain. So I found by, you know, just changing that position, like unlocking my wrist instead of trying to hold the bar like this and kinking out my wrist, just give your wrist that room to move and change that position can help. Hope that helps you.